and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a video all about kind of an updated version on my lip injections journey and experience. Basically in this video I wanted to be able to kind of compare my experiences because I've been to two different places and kind of answer a lot of the questions that I've gotten over the past 6 months about my experience with lip injections and everything along those lines. So if you are new here, be sure to stick around by subscribing. It would mean a lot to me. And also thumbs up this video if you guys enjoy this content. So as always, before I kind of get into talking about this all, I just want to put the disclaimer out there that I'm not saying that if you have smaller lips, you're not beautiful or anything like that, and I'm not shaming anyone who does participate in plastic surgery or even something just cosmetic procedure like mine. In my eyes, lip fillers are temporary. They go away after like 6 months. So to me it was kind of like dyeing your hair or getting a weave or something like that. Nothing life-changing. It's not a dangerous thing, and so I felt like it was completely okay, and I was very self-conscious about my top lip basically not being existent. So it was my decision and I'm very, very happy with my decision, and I will stand by my decision 100%. That's all that disclaimer. It was a long disclaimer though. Obviously I need to show you guys my before and after. So this is the before that I had back in July, because this is the last time my lips did not have any Juvederm in it, and then this is it now. As you can see, it's completely different. Like, I have a top lip now, which is incredible, and I'm very, very excited about the results. So a little bit that you should know about lip fillers is that there's many different types of fillers that you can get. You can get Juvederm and Restylane, and there's another one you can get, I'm pretty sure, but most of the time a lot of people choose to do Juvederm. Basically you buy a syringe, and so the syringes really don't look like that much, and it is a lot more than you think. Like, I don't know how much Kylie Jenner uses. I want to know how many syringes that girl has in her lips, but it's just another story for another day. Each syringe is going to cost about $500 to $800 depending on where you go, and that's a big factor I felt like whenever I was trying to decide where I wanted to go after I got them done for the first time. So if you guys joined me on my journey back in July when I got my lips filled, I posted a video kind of showing you guys everything, and the results that I had there was very subtle and nothing too crazy, and it was barely noticeable to my parents, which is crazy. Like, they didn't even know unless I pointed it out to them. 3 months later in October, I decided, you know what, I wouldn't be opposed to amping up the game. And the first time you ever get a filler, your body is going to break down the filler a lot faster since it is a foreign object in your body, and that's why whenever you get your lips filled for the first time, they tell you it's probably going to last like 3 months max. So I felt a little bit filler left in my lips, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna just try it again. So I ended up researching on Yelp and Real Self and comparing a bunch of different places that were a lot closer, because the first place I went to was Laguna Beach area, and that was about an hour and a half from me, and I believe that place charged like $800 or something like that a syringe, and I was just like, that's kind of crazy because LA has so many different places that are a lot cheaper. But I did really like their form of numbing the first place I went. Basically they used a spray and they numbed the area, and then they would insert the syringe, so then, you know, you couldn't feel it go in, and it didn't really hurt at all, which is something that I was like obviously looking for whenever I was going to a new place. That's something you kind of have to compare whenever you're looking for a new place to go. And so I eventually stumbled across Beauty by Tiffany RN, and she was based out of Beverly Hills, and so I was like, okay, you know, this girl has amazing reviews and everyone says it didn't hurt. So I was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna do it. So I booked an appointment all by myself. I went in October. So I bought a syringe, and I think it cost about $600, I would say, for a full syringe. And basically you can use as much of that syringe as you want. You can save it for the next time you use if you have any left over, and it's only going to cost $50. Basically you have to book the appointment and get it filled because you already purchased the filler. So Tiffany actually ended up only putting half in my lips in October about a week ago and putting the rest of the filler in. So now I have a full syringe in my lips. My end goal basically was to have a top lip, and now I finally have that, which is so exciting to me, and I finally have like that end result that I'm like, yes, like I'm excited to share it with you guys. I just think it looks so good and so natural, and I'm really excited about it. So the first time I went to Tiffany and I got half of a syringe, it was definitely noticeable that I had more of a pout. and I really liked the way it looked. The way she actually did her numbing is she had like a little balloon filled of ice, and you would just put it on your lips. She didn't use any numbing cream, which at first kind of intimidated me. It's actually really not that scary. And you hold it on your lips, and then she would go in and she'd start on the right side and then the left. The right hurts less than the left. It's that way for everyone. And the top lip actually hurts less than the bottom. The bottom has a little bit more of a pinch. But thankfully, since I was focusing on the top lip, that really wasn't an issue for me. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would rate the pain probably like a 3. It was more of just like an initial shock. You're like, whoa, like there's a needle in my lip, and then you're over it because it doesn't hurt. When you don't have enough time to ice it, of course it's gonna hurt a little bit more, and to me I would compare that feeling to basically like getting a shot. So the second time that I went back, I was like, okay, so I want to use the rest of my syringe. Basically I want to build on what I have. And then she filled my lips again, and she was like, this is amazing, like I think this is exactly what you want. And then she showed me, and sure enough, it was exactly what I wanted. So right now I would say I probably have about a syringe in my lip, and I'm very, very happy with the results that I do have. I think there's a difference between tastefully doing your lips and then doing it too much, that it looks a little bit too much. But at the end of the day, it's all about like what makes you feel best, and for me, it was making it look as natural as possible, and I think I finally achieved that. I finally have that top lip, which is really exciting to me, and it honestly didn't take that much to get there. It was just basically that syringe over the past time, because I doubt I have any left over from when I got it done in July. And the more that I end up getting it done is the longer it's gonna last, because your body, like I said before, will break it down a little bit slower because it's becoming more tolerant to it. As for recovery, that day, the same day that you get it done, it just is a little bit tender and it doesn't really look too bad. It might look a little bit bad if you like point it out to people, but I just put lipstick on top of it a few hours after I got it done, just to cover up any, you know, discoloration or anything, because I had to go to work. And then the next day I woke up because I didn't really ice it enough, and I woke up and my lips were a little bit too big, but that's just inevitable. So be sure you're icing your lips after you get it done, because that way it will decrease the swelling and bruising and everything like that. I thankfully didn't have any bruising this past time, but the first time I did have a little bit of bruising in my inner lip area. And basically everything goes down after those 2 days and you're good to go. So if you guys are in the Los Angeles area, I'll be leaving her site info in the description box. This is not sponsored by any means. I just really liked my results. I actually referred both Paulina and Caitlin there, and they both really loved the results, and I think this girl is the sweetest lady ever, so go check her out. So if you guys do have any more questions, I tried to hit on everything, but if I forgot anything, leave me a question in the comments below and I will do my best to answer them. And be sure to subscribe if you're not already subscribed here on my channel. I appreciate your guys' support so much, and I adore you all. And until next time, I will talk to you all later.